Whoa, did we get a double shuffle in the market or what? Hey, Courtney Smith here with our weekly video newsletter, TradeSmith, getting you ready for the coming week, making more money than anybody should be allowed to make. I mean, really, come on. And of course, this is going to tell you that we are not implying or guaranteeing any profit. As always, do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Good advice. Okay, let's take a look. First, the market broke out exactly as we told you that it would. It set back exactly, and then on Friday, we had a nice, strong day. Now, let's take a look at the purple predictor. The purple predictor is following along the price action, except at a weaker rate. In other words, the way I look at that is that we're going to continue in a bull market, just not that super strong at all, even though Friday's action was good action. Dow Jones, let's take a look at this longer-term perspective here. Our ADX indicator up there has crossed back into positive territory, so that's bullish for the market. Where's the action, though? The action is in the NASDAQ. It's not in the Dow. It's not in the S&P. Look at this. New high close occurred on Friday here. That's quite bullish price action. So this is where the action is. This is where we really need to be focused, not on those old Dow 30 stocks, not on those old S&P stocks, but in the NASDAQ, in the technology. Look at the purple predictor here compared to the Dow and the S&P. Much, much stronger. Here's where we want to make some money. Now, seasonality. I think it seems like I've been showing the same chart here for weeks. Why? Because the Russell 2000 is just going sideways. It's going nowhere. Now, it's on a bull signal. And what that means is that we should be taking extra large positions, 50% larger than normal, 100% larger than normal, but we should be taking larger positions. That's the point. Now, if it breaks the green line up top, that confirms or reconfirms the bull move, the bullish seasonality. If it breaks the red line on the bottom, I'm going to abandon the bull side, bullish seasonality, and I'm going to go to smaller than normal positions, maybe half size of what I would normally take. So the seasonality still on a bull signal. We talked about that a couple weeks ago. All right, yield curve starting to we've got this big collapse that just occurred, and that's not bearish. It just means that the market is going to have a tough time struggling. And remember that this indicator predicts the market a year in advance, but only at extremes. Take a look at our educational video on this. So still keeping a cap on prices, but not as much as it has in the past. Asset allocation almost breaking out to a new high. This shows money's flowing out of the bond market into the stock market. Definitely supportive of the stock market. Can't you tell I'm a bit bullish on the stock market? Just not looking for a wild bull market, a chugging bull market. Our stock market risk indicator is showing that people are they want to be in the stock market, but they don't want to be aggressively in the stock market. That's actually good in a way because it shows that people are afraid, and that means there's still lots of latent buying power out there. Global shares doing pretty well, not as good as our NASDAQ, but still pretty good. Like I say, I'm hovering here. I'm stalking this market, looking for some place to get involved. The two places, though, I am involved in are the Greek market, which had a nice rebound this week, and, of course, the Japanese shares, which I've been very bullish on. And you know that's worked out well because the chart starts in the lower left of the chart and ends in the upper right. You know that's a good bull market when that happens. So we've been bullish here for a long time. We're stuck in a trading range, but that's going to break out as the Japanese government eases monetary policy one more time to try to boost their economy. They're starting to see inflation there. That's what they want, so they think that they should continue to ease. All right, bonds. I told you money's flowing out of the bond market and into the stock market. Here you can see the bear market, sluggish bear market. We had the really big move. We made really good money on that bear move. Now, I'm just looking for a sluggish bear market here. It's not going to go, we're not going to see bonds go down and interest rates go up as quickly as we have in the past several months. Here we have our bond key factors. All of them are saying higher interest rates, okay? All of them are saying we're going to see higher interest rates. So look for higher interest rates. If our indicators are telling us that, we've got to be on the short side of bonds. We've got to be looking for higher interest rates. And the Fed probably won't raise rates for a while. Now, the dollar, last week I told you I thought it was going to turn around and start to move higher. As you can see, it didn't. It had one hard down day on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday were very, very small up days. I still think we're getting down here towards the bottom of this. For fully paid up members, I actually went and got long a little bit using options, but nonetheless, I think we're getting close to the bottom here in the dollar. But if the dollar continues to go down, then that's bullish for gold. You can see that gold broke out to new highs on this move, but there's not going to be a lot of follow through here. You look at my red lines. The top downward slanting red line shows that the RSI did not make a new high, but the second red line shows that prices did make a new high. And we call that a momentum divergence or an RSI divergence. And what it means is that the price went up, but it was on weak momentum. And markets need to have good momentum in order to continue to move higher. So at this point, have to say that we're going to see gold suffer this week a little bit. No big deal. But this is not much of a bull market. Silver's a better bull market, by the way. Okay. Now, having said that, our indicators are all sluggishly bullish. So I still am on the bull side of gold, but it's just going to be the world's most boring bull market. It's going to go up 3 steps and down 2 steps. That kind of a market. Our indicators are bullish, but not very bullish. But for the last couple of weeks, they've been all bullish, and that's the first time that's been the case in months. Now, oil, still going to call for a sluggish sideways market. Just nothing is going on here. We've reached a balance between supply and demand. OPEC, they did their first surveys, and I was surprised, but they ended up actually following through, and they did cut production slightly. So that was supportive. But on the other hand, demand is not really going up much, so it's just kind of into a stasis situation. But hey, the rest of the markets are showing good movement. We're making good money here in some of our trades, so I will see you next week, and we'll get into more detail. We'll have more insights into this marketplace. We've got some new additions coming up. I think you're going to love our video weekly newsletter. All right, freebies, thanks very much. Fully paid up members, hang in there because, I got new trades. Our old trades are smoking the market. We'll talk to you fully paid up members in just a second. Hey, Courtney Smith here, and I want to tell you about TradeSmith, our video weekly newsletter. Yeah, I've been bringing the hammer to the market for over 45 years, and now I share that expertise with you every week in a terse, to-the-point video newsletter. Now, see, back in the old days, I actually ran the #1 stock newsletter in the United States for 5 years, according to the Hulbert Financial Digest. I crushed the market. I went where the action was, and for 5 years, when I did this newsletter, it was the #1 rated most profitable newsletter there was. There's a picture of it. In addition, I also ran the #1 mutual fund, growth mutual fund in the United States. There it is. There it is. There's Morningstar. Look at that chart. Ooh, that's a beautiful looking chart there. And I was #1. Well, and no losing year in 40 years. I've been doing this for a long time, and I want to share that expertise with you so that you don't have to go through 40 years of experience. Trust me, I've bled a lot in those 40 years, but what that means is I've led a lot, and I've shown tens of thousands of people how to make money in my career. Now, first of all, in this newsletter, we're going to cover the key markets. We're going to talk about the U.S. stock market. We're going to talk about global stock markets. We're going to talk about foreign exchange. We're going to talk about futures, even commodities, oil. We're going to talk about bonds, so that this is a one-stop shop. You can come here. You don't need anything else. We're going to use options whenever we have the opportunity to leverage up and turbocharge our profits. We're going to do it. Now, this is totally unique analysis. You think that if I did what everybody else did, I would have those number one track records? Of course not. What I have to do is unique. That's the only way you can beat the competition out there year after year after year. So, deep fundamental analysis. I'm going to talk about this on two levels. First of all, fundamental analysis of the market, monetary policy, economic policy, trade flows, all of those sorts of things, but on a very, very deep level. I've studied macroeconomics for decades now, and I've been using that analysis for decades. In addition, we look at deep fundamentals of individual stocks when we look at our stock market trades. That is to say, we're going to tear apart these companies. I focus a lot on a few key metrics. One of them, strong earnings growth. In the final analysis, that's the thing that really drives stock prices. Another factor that drives stock prices is when earnings per share estimates are going up. That is to say, when a broker changes their estimate from 10 cents a share to 20 cents a share, they call their clients buy the stock, and the price goes up. So those are the two most powerful techniques that affect the price of a stock. And I'm going to tear that apart and show you why I love these companies. But at the same time, just because it's a great company doesn't mean it's a great stock. We need to be able to time these things and buy them when it's good to buy and sell them when it's good to sell. So I'm going to show you unique technical analysis you can't get anyplace else. It's a combination of a number of indicators. Some of them you might have seen elsewhere, but I use them in a unique way. Others, you've never seen them anyplace else. I'm the inventor of those techniques. But you know what? Even the techniques that I use of other people, I use from people who are friends of mine. Yes, I've been around this market so long that most of the greatest technicians in history have been friends of mine. In addition, I'm going to show you ninja trading tactics. How are we going to get the best fill? How do we enter the orders? Are we going to use stop orders, or are we going to use limit orders or market orders? All of those sorts of things I'm going to give you in our weekly video newsletter. Key benefits of the newsletter. Number one, killer analysis that you're not going to find anyplace else. This is unique. This is unusual. And I have to make it unique. I have to make it unusual because that's the only way I can be number one. By the way, I was voted number one bond and gold market timer for 3 years in a row by Timers Digest. You can only do that when you have unique and killer analysis. Killer trades, because once we've got the analysis, we need to make money from it. We need to turn it into an actionable item, something that we can actually do in the real world. So I'm going to give you killer trades. I'm going to tell you specifically where to buy, specifically where to sell. Nothing is left to the imagination. I'm precise. It's also to the point. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. So no BS, no stories, no jokes, no nothing. Right to the point. Here's what to do. Here's why to do it. And here's how to make money from it. So I'm going to keep it terse. It's about 20 minutes per week, right to the point with all the analysis. I show you the charts right on the screen so you know exactly why I'm doing it. You can double check my work. If I show you an indicator and I say this is what it means, I'll show you the recent past and you can see if it worked recently. Of course, it does. Now, actionable, that's a key thing. So many analysts out there, it's blah, 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 blah. It seems to me that all they want to do is they love the sound of their own voice. They want to sound smart. You know what? I don't care if I sound smart. That's not the point of the exercise. I'm not here to try to impress you. I'm here to help you make money. I'm doing all the same trades that I recommend to you. So trust me, they better be profitable. Easy. Like I say, I'm going to give you the exact entry, exit points. It's going to be super easy. Just type them into your brokerage platform, and there you go. It can't be any easier than that unless I came over to your house and typed in the orders myself. It's only $47 a month. This is a peanut for what you're getting. This is killer analysis, killer trades. This is something where, you got to stop and think of it this way. Can I make $47 more per month if I subscribe to this newsletter? Or am I not going to make $47 per month? You know the answer. The answer is, of course, you're going to make at least 47, probably 10 times that, probably 100 times that, probably 1,000 times more than the $47, depending on the size of your account and if you follow all of my trades. So also, I want you to have a lot of free bonuses right up front. As soon as you sign up for the first month, I'm going to give you thousands of dollars of free bonuses. A lot of them are options related because I'm an owner of a company called Options University, and we've got some great education there, from option beginner to pro in just 4 nights. I like using options if I can because they can turbocharge the profitability. They can also be used to cut risk at the same time. That's a pretty awesome combination. So I'm going to give you from options beginner to pro in just 4 nights. Great introductory course for an option beginner. I'm going to give you how to quickly and easily master the top 20 technical indicators, some of which I use, but of course, as I say, I often use them in tricky new ways, and I'll show those to you as well. Retire rich with 10x income. I love this course. Really, isn't that what we all want, is to retire rich? And hey, why retire rich? How about retire rich and early with 10x income? This is an awesome course. You're going to love this course. It's going to get you focused so that you can retire rich. The secret is out with gamma trading. Now, this one's more advanced. I'm not kidding you with this. Gamma trading, I used to be an options market maker in the institutional world. I didn't deal with retail customers, only with banks. And what did we do? We did gamma trading all day long. It's something that's so super sophisticated that very few retail investors ever really understand it. This course gives you the insight into how to do this sophisticated technique. So we started from option beginner at our top bonus. This one, advanced and very super cool. Another one is, I love this. Come on. We're going to give you a new option strategy every month. So what's going to happen is you're going to receive a new option strategy every single month for 12 months, give you a month to master the strategy for the month, and then learn a new one, and then learn a new one. This is a great concept so that you can learn in a relaxed fashion. Gotta love it. I'm also going to give you 82-page manual on candlestick secrets. This is a particular style of trading, using, instead of bar charts, using candlesticks. What's cool is it's got flashcards. It's really very cool because you actually get to learn just like you did when you were a kid. So it makes it super easy. You can be studying while you're sitting there on the subway or whatever, looking through those flashcards, the tutorials, the manual. It's awesome. And then finally, a very secretive part of the universe, foreign exchange options trading, where we combine foreign exchange trading with options trading, profiting from the 2 hottest markets. So I'm giving you 7 bonuses here. The value, if you were to go and buy those, go to optionsuniversity.com, check them out. You'll see the price is just under $2,200. So when you sign up for just $47 a month, I'm going to give you these 7 bonuses right away. You're going to be able to access them right away. So let's repeat. You get the weekly video briefing with actionable advice. You get the 7 valuable bonuses, and all for just $1.56 a day. Come on. Really? You don't think it's worth less than $1.56 a day? Come on, man. You can't get a Starbucks coffee for $1.56, but you can get one of the best video newsletters ever. In fact, I believe it's the first video newsletter ever. But you're getting the same insights and the same techniques that I used to build that incredible track record of being the highest performing, most profitable newsletter for 5 straight years. All for $1.56 a day. This is a peanut. So what do you got to do? It's simple. You go to bit.ly/weekly market forecast, and yes, the W and the M and the F have to be capitalized, but go to bit.ly/weekly market forecast right now to subscribe, get involved, full money back guarantee, of course. Do it right now. You're going to really enjoy it. I'm not allowed to promise you that you'll make money. The SEC, the FTC, they'll come down on me like a ton of bricks. But I know what my track record is. I think as long as you follow the advice, I think you're going to be very happy. I'm allowed to say you're going to be happy. I'm not allowed to say you'll make money or they'll come down on me like a ton of bricks. We don't like that. So here's what I need you to do. Go to bit.ly/weekly market forecast with the capital W, M, and F right now. Go there right now. Check it out. Sign out. Full money back guarantee. Get all the bonuses. Try it for a month. I know you're going to love it. Thanks very much, and I'll see you on TradeSmith. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.